All right, are we back in action? How many people do we have here? A couple? Entire couple of people? See here. Are we back in action, or are we starting in a new stream here on watching? Yeah, flyby. Thanks for coming over. I don't know what the hell happened. My OBS literally crashed. My computer started to have issues, so I was like, whatever. We'll just restart this thing again. But let me try to catch up to some of the questions. Gary V, I don't think it's Steve Richards. I think it's gonna take a lot more than Steve or Richards. Let me catch up on some of the questions that were out there. How does one know if the car was flooded? Okay, very good question. Carfax, do research online, go through insurances, call insurance companies and ask them, hey, was this car flooded? Here's the VIN number. Also, you can do a car inspection. You can do a car inspection, pre-purchase inspection. Ask them, hey guys, was this car flooded or not? So you can try that out. See what they tell you. Okay, what? Let me catch up. Back online. Do you reach it? Okay. Okay. Do we have more questions here? Are we done? No, there's not too many people. A lot of people left after stream has gone down. Let me All right, I'm gonna leave you with this. I don't want to leave you with nothing, guys. If you still want to watch something funny on YouTube, watch this. Watch this. It's a pretty funny, pretty good stream going on over there. It's not about cars. It's not about cars, but it should be worth your time. If CarMax shows used 3-year-old with low miles under 15,000 miles every year with no accident history, but it do show the car was sold on the auction, should I be worried? Dude, so many cars go through auctions, it's ridiculous, Car going through an auction is normal. It's like vegetables going through a store. It's completely normal. I wouldn't worry about it. And the car that has low miles in 3 years, yeah, it's a little, it's different, but I understand, Some people buy a car because they hate Uber, because they want to have their own car. They're not, like I have a car, but I only drive it once or twice a week just to go to Walmart to pick up some fucking groceries. That's it. And living in a big city, and working from home, you don't need a car. Literally, I could be just fine driving one of those scooters, like 50cc scooters, no license, no insurance. It barely gets, it gets like freaking 30, no, it's like 50 or 50 miles to a gallon, I think. It's something ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy. It's 50 cc's. The engine is this big, So not everybody even needs a car, to be honest with you. King Noel double of one. Love you, Dan. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love you right back, my friend. Do you recommend PPI in a rebuilt car? Oh, yeah, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. The car has been in an accident. You need to make sure it was properly repaired. Does Lexus make a scooter? No, but Yamaha does. Yamaha makes great fucking scooters. If you buy Yamaha and you treat it good, okay, you don't fuck it up, you don't drop it a bunch of times, you don't fuck up the engine, you know, that Yamaha engine is gonna last forever, literally forever. And the nice thing about 49 cc's or 50 cc scooters is you don't need a driver's license or an insurance. That's the best part. That's why I tell a lot of young people, buy a fucking scooter, buy one of them Korean or Chinese scooters for $500, $700, brand new, and move on with your life. Buy a scooter and fucking drive that thing. You don't need a car. You know, you don't have a family. Unless you live up north, then it's a no-go for scooters. Oh, flyby, no discounts until Dan gets a computer. Yeah, yeah. Oh God, flyby. You don't even know. I went from the first guy being paid to last guy being paid. Cliff Bradley, I sent you Facebook message. Hit me up tomorrow. Good night, Dan. Yo, let me make sure I can see that Facebook message, but I'll definitely hit you up over Facebook. Yeah, dude. Let's talk tomorrow. Let's definitely talk tomorrow. Bart Heflin. Bart. How does one know if used car has been in a flood? Okay, so pre-purchase inspection, Carfax. Go through insurance companies. Literally, call insurance companies and ask them, hey, has this car been in the flood? And then, you know, there's only really two ways. Paperwork, which is through insurance companies or Carfax, or actual an inspection, pre-purchase inspection. There's only two ways. Infant Genie. Hi, Dan. What are your thoughts on Buicks, especially Buick Enclave, the newly redesigned ones? I actually kind of like Buick. They haven't been doing too hot, like far as selling, you know. But I like Buick. I think it's an underrated car. I think if you want to buy Lincoln, you want to buy a Cadillac, but you don't have money for fancy stuff, Buick is a good choice. Triple M. I'm not only Toyota or Honda fan. Like I like Hyundai, Kia, Honda, Toyota, Mazda, Lexus, Buick, Chevy, Ford, probably, you know, Lincoln, Cadillac, probably that's it. I wouldn't recommend anything from a Chrysler. That's just my personal opinion. I know there's some people that like Dodges and Jeeps and Chrysler. That's cool. That's like up to you guys. I wouldn't recommend anything from them. I would not ever recommend a European car because it's extremely unreliable. You know, it's like a mail order bride. Damn, she'll look good, and she'll fuck you good too. But 3 years later, after she get her green card, she's gonna end up with half your shit, with your fucking house, with your fucking car. Do you want that? Probably no. So the problem with European cars is they're extremely, extremely unreliable. I don't understand how German engineering cannot compete with cheap $20,000 Toyota Corolla, $18,000 Hyundai, Kia, Honda. Like, what is going on even? How is, you know, $18,000 Toyota Corolla outlasting a $45,000 Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Jaguar, Range Rover? How is this happening? Like, where, to me, it's not even the fact that it's outlasting. Like I would be fucking pissed. I would be pissed if I was Mercedes CEO and some fucking $20,000 Toyota Corolla is outlasting our cars. I mean, and it has better reliability and has less problems. I would be pissed. I mean, I understand why they are not, because they're making a lot of money from repairs, a lot of money from parts. Gary E. It seems like Ford, Chevy, and Chrysler are trying to outdo themselves in vehicles, and the prices are too high. No wonder they're going downhill. Yeah, Ford is coming out with electric truck. It's not because they want electric truck. It's because they have to. The market is forcing them. Tesla came out with $35,000 electric truck. Ford has to make an electric truck. There's what is that? There's two, like next year, by 2021 or 2022, I think it's like 1 or 2 years. I forgot which one is it. There was River or Riviera, Rivian. That's what it is. I'll put the name of it in. Rivian. Check out this company. I'll take Rivian over Ford electric truck any day of the week. And by the way, Rivian is working with Ford, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, the Ford, Chevy, and Chrysler, they do all the new stuff because they have to, not because they are so excited about it. If it wasn't for competition being so tense, and if it wasn't, if they hadn't, you know, Ford has lost 30% of their stocks last year. 30% of stock. You know, it has been devalued by like 30%. That's insane. That's crazy. Chevy has been getting issues with people, like strikes and all that stuff, you know. They really need to do something drastic. And they're hiring all these marketers and marketing companies with these people that make, you know, $500,000 a year, $250,000 a year. They have a fucking personal driver, and you know, and they might not even have a car. They have a fucking Uber account, with a corporate Uber account with $1,000 on it every month. They don't know what people actually want. You know, they are not connected with the fucking customer. They're up there in a fancy office in a $7,000 suit with a personal fucking driver, and they are trying to make a decision for a guy that's making $30,000 a year, making $40,000 a year. They can't make a decision. They can't even fucking fathom it. You know what I mean? Rant Joe, which engine type is better, manually aspirated or small turbocharged engine for longevity? I would say it's the same. Here's why. Again, we're going to go with this is just a humble opinion. I'm going to say it's the same because the turbo engines have been around for such a long fucking time. They have been pretty much perfected. You know, they have been pretty much perfected. As long as like you change oil on it like you're supposed to, like even a naturally aspirated, as long as you don't fuck it up, it's not an issue. Listen, guys, I'll tell you a fucking story because we have no questions. This is going to be story time. I told this story like a little bit, but you know, I'll tell you a bigger version of it. I had